Hello there, my name is Julius. Thank you for joining us in this session. Today, we are going to look at how to write an abstract. Yes, in our previous session, we looked at how to write an executive summary and an abstract. We saw the distinction between the two, how they are varied in terms of length, in terms of their audience, and such kind of stuff. So today, we are going to narrow it down to abstracts and see what does an abstract have that distinguishes it completely. And then thereafter, we are going to do an exercise that will help us to practice. Now, when we're looking at an abstract, there are things that we consider. We will be looking at an exercise that will help us to basically distinguish the two, know how to do an abstract. So in our exercise, I'll just display it. We will be looking at a model when you're writing an abstract, that a model that will help us to communicate effectively when we are writing an abstract. In our previous session, in our previous session, we looked at we defined an abstract. We defined an executive summary, and also we defined an abstract as a concise overview of your report or proposal that summarizes the main problem, objectives, methods, results, and implications of your project or your report. So this is a concise description of an abstract. Today, we are going to look at a model of an abstract based on Highland 2007, which shows that these are the parts that need to be captured in an abstract. Basically, building from this definition here, you can see main problem, objectives, methods, results, and implication, basically the outcome. So we have the model that helps us to write an abstract. So when you're writing an abstract, you need to consider introduction, purpose, method, result, and conclusion. And this table defines the purpose of each particular section. Now, an abstract is written in a continuous prose. It is a paragraph. It's between 200, 300 words there. It needs to be very concise, but it captures everything that is enlisted on this table. So, for example, when you look at it step by step, introduction establishes purpose, context, and motivates the research or discussion. So the introduction bit brings into light the context of the paper, what you are writing, and also it discusses and with the view of motivating the person reading. So when you are doing introduction, the key phrases that are used are words like phrases like within the framework of the genre, or this study builds on an earlier research. The purpose indicates the purpose of the thesis, outlines the aim behind the paper. So the purpose of your project, the purpose of your research, the purpose of why you are writing the paper basically, or why you are writing your report. So this study examines, or the aim of this study, or the aim of this report is to do XYZ. Then we have the method. This provides information on the design, procedures, and data analysis. The quantities analyzed was used. Now you can see this section here gives us a sneak peek of the phrases that we are supposed to use when we are writing an abstract. Result indicates results and key findings. The result shows, so the outcome basically, it shows XYZ. Then the conclusion points to the application or wider implication and interpretation scope. So the research confirms previous studies. The research implies that XYZ. So when you're writing an abstract, these sections are crucial. They're important to be captured because they give a sneak peek of the activities that were done that led to the build-up of the writing of the report that you are giving, of the paper that you are writing. Having said that, I'd like us to look at examples of abstract. So this is a biology abstract utilizing 5 parts of the labeled one of these parts. So introduction. So the introductory sentence is that in many forest ecosystems, green leaf deposition constitutes an enrichment over background levels of litterfall nutrients and may therefore influence key ecosystem processes. That's the introduction. So the purpose, what the purpose of the paper? This study or this research examined the litter quantity and decomposition rates of green leaves compared to senescent litterfall for 4 dominant tree species. Then the dominant tree species have been enlisted here. It gives where it is done in a lower montane rainforest at Elvad Field Station in Puerto Rico. So it captures the purpose of the study very much in details. Then it goes ahead and gives us the methodology. Green leaves from the canopy and freshly senescent leaves from the forest floor were analyzed for carbon, nitrogen, and fiber and placed in litter bags in the field for up to 16 weeks. This is the method that was used. Green leaves displayed, we are talking about the results, significantly higher rates of decomposition than did senescent litters among all 4 species. Green leaves also had significant higher nitrogen concentration and lower lignin to nitrogen ratio compared to senescent leaves. That is the results. Then the conclusion, these results suggest that green fall may have a major influence on decay processes and nutrient cycling in forests that experience large-scale green foliage removal. That is the conclusion. So analyzing this abstract, you can see it captures introduction, purpose, method, results. Again, it gives 2 results actually, and then conclusion. Another one that analyzes it's a business abstract utilizing 4 parts of the label. E-commerce is undergoing an evolution through the adoption of Web 2.0 capabilities to enhance customer participation and achieve greater economic value. That is the introduction. The purpose is this new phenomenon is commonly referred to as social commerce. However, it has not yet been fully understood. In addition to the lack of a stable and agreed upon definition, there is little research on social commerce and no significant research dedicated to the design of social commerce platforms. Then it goes to the method. This study offers literature review to explain the concept of social commerce, tracks its nascent state of the art, and discusses relevant design features as they relate to e-commerce and Web 2.0. The method, we propose a new model and a set of principles for guiding social commerce design. We also apply the model and guidelines to our 2 leading social commerce platforms, Amazon and Starbucks on Facebook. The findings indicate that for any social commerce website, it is critical to achieve a minimum set of social commerce design features. These design features must cover all the layers of the proposed model, including the individual, conversation, community, and commerce levels. Now, in analyzing this abstract, you can see that we have introduction, we have purpose too, and then we have methods. Actually, they have been highlighted in 3 sentences, and then results and the results. So this is a sample of an abstract that captures 4 of the parts. So what activity? Our activity in the next assignment is to label abstract parts. So this is the assignment that you're going to do. You label A. What is A? Is it a conclusion, introduction? Yeah, so you label A, B, D, and E. Label them. And then the first one is a linguistic abstract. Then you'll have a nursing abstract where you label again A, B, C, D, E, and F. We want to know whether you have understood the parts of an abstract and whether you can label them effectively. The second part of the assignment will be to write, you'll be able to write an abstract of your latest report that you have done. So the assignments will appear in this format on your system. So you label the linguistic abstract and label the nursing abstract and extract an abstract from your latest assignment that you've done, your latest report that you've done. If you haven't done an abstract, I'd like you to come up with one abstract which has 150 to 200 words. Thank you for listening. In case of any questions, you can freely reach out to me.